In every show, I try to take questions from our listeners. I enjoy having that interaction. And I received a question from Bob in New York City, which really motivated me to get on the air and talk about this. He was at the Jerusalem Post conference last week, and he heard the leader of my party, Yair Lapid, roll out his plan to try to bring an end to our conflict with the Palestinians. And Bob asks me the following. He said, I heard Yair Lapid speak about a regional conference of the Arab nations. Do you truly believe that this can bring peace with the Palestinians? That's Bob's question, and it's a very fair question to ask. Bob, I don't know if our plan, my party's plan, will lead to peace. But I believe that it's our responsibility to try. We have a responsibility to try to do whatever we can to bring, we don't even call it peace, by the way. We actually call it separating from the Palestinians. We don't believe that there will be some kind of a warm and fuzzy peace with the Palestinians. There are people who are our enemies, and they're not interested in peace with Israel. That's why we feel the need to separate from them. And we don't believe that can be accomplished through bilateral negotiations. That's been tried. It's failed. It's not going to work. They're not going to accept the terms that we need for our security and for our values. For example, our party believes that Jerusalem has to remain undivided. It's the unified capital of the Jewish people, always has been and always will be. We believe that the IDF has to be in control of the security arrangements because we can't trust a people that view themselves as our enemy with our security. Many, many demands that we have, which the Palestinians will never accept. And therefore, we believe we have to bring in the moderate Arab states, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf states, Jordan, states that are more afraid of ISIS perhaps than even we are in Israel, that want to work together on a regional solution. That's the way we believe we have to tackle this problem, by having a regional summit led by Egypt, bringing the United States, bringing the powers from around the world, and try to find a regional solution to all of what we're dealing with, and bring the Palestinian issue into that, and have Israel's requirements for the baseline for a solution, for an agreement to be brought into that. We believe we have to try. We believe that we owe it to ourselves, because otherwise we'll be stuck with a few million Palestinians who may ask to be citizens of the state of Israel, and we don't want that. We don't want them as part of the state of Israel. They should have their own place, their own state, and that's the ultimate goal. And we believe that leadership means to be bold and to reach out and to try to make that happen. That's what Yair Lapid rolled out in the plan at the Jerusalem Post conference last week, and that's what our party believes. And hopefully, with him as leader of Israel, one day we can actually reach the courage to try to set up this kind of a conference and work towards separating from the Palestinians.